Hey guys, Dave Santarelli from Santarelli Trading Exchange. We're just starting to lock in some profits now. We're up about $7,000 today. We're starting to lock in profits. We just locked in a $2,000 profit on Baidu. We just locked in some profits on Microsoft. And now we're just going through our order here and filling in the rest here and locking in the rest of the profits. Up on the screens that you can see right now, I wanted to share with you first because we're going to be taking a look at these stocks after we lock in these profits right now. We're going to be looking at the top upgrades, downgrades that I just went over on what I have from this morning that I gathered around 8 o'clock this morning. So as you can see, upgrades, Goldman Sachs, target 290. And then you could see the targets for each in parentheses. And then the downgrades, same thing. Just so you know what we're looking at there. So now I'm going to go in. Our Qualcomm trades up 18%. I'm going to close that out. Sell to close. I'll sell that for 5.40. Sell to close. Limit order. Okay, that was just filled. Lock that in. Now I'm going to go over here to Visa. I got the January 31st 192.50 strike call right here. We're going to sell this now. Visa 192.50, 385. Sell to close. That's taken care of. We have a lot of trades on, so just getting rid of some of these here. Our Smile Direct Club trade, that just got downgraded there by Wolf Research with a price target of $7. Good morning, Efron. Could you hear me? Is everything fine here?
Up here, new highs 1033. That's ZYXI.
A lot of trades on.
Now 22% after providing some strong guidance. That's Zulu Yankee X-Ray India. $10.35 on ZYXI.
Alrighty. Alrighty, everything sounds good. Alrighty, I'm going to continue locking in. Facebook, 215 strike calls are up about 9%. Sell to close. This is for January 31st going into their earnings. I'm going to lock them up now. Excuse me. That did not sell yet. Let me go to order status. That's live. Let me change that. I want to get out of these trades so we could get into some others. Markets are taking a little dip here, so selling these trades here, locking in the profits. I just sold Facebook at 8.10. That just got executed for that. It was at 8.3 when I was putting in the order, so that's a quick $20 less. Alrighty, let's see here. What else do we want to do? Disney, January 17th. Let's take a look at Disney trade, because I don't know if that's going to start taking off yet or what. We got to decide what we want to do with this Disney trade. I think I'm just going to get rid of this Disney trade now. I'll give it a little bit longer today. Alrighty, the Amazon spread now, that's at 1909, so let's see what we could get for that. That expires tomorrow. We'll probably get closer to max net gains if we wait a little bit until the end of the day, so we might be doing that. But I just want to share with you here what we could do. So we go to our spreads, buy to close, sell to close. We have 15 contracts. We're going to buy to close at 1900 and sell to close 1897.50. So right now we could get about $1.60 for it if we really wanted to put that in right now. But Amazon's still on the climb. It's looking fine to me. Let's take a look at it quick at the 1 minute today chart. Retracing here a little bit. If that breaks below the 50, I'll just sell that as well and lock in a small profit on that for now. The key is locking in these profits because uncertainty is still here with the markets, with war. So I just want to lock in these profits. And then I can move on to the next trade. I could use the profits from these trades and let that fuel the next trades. And that's proper trade management for growing an account. Space trade's looking good. We're up $400 on that today, up 11% for the day on Space. April 17th, 12.5 strike calls for April 17th, as I said. Make sure you're checking out the... here's the upgrades and downgrades. We're going to be going over these today and seeing if there's any good setups. I'm just waiting to further lock in some profits here, guys. I'm watching Amazon. I want to lock in that trade, be done and over with that. I want to clear up some cash here. Let's see what Space is doing. We sold Baidu at really great timing this morning. Space is looking good. Looks ready for its next run. We have a little bit of a resistance up at 1185, but we get up to 1185, that Space trade's going to be in the green again. And that's the April 17th. That's why we went out. We wanted that time. Here comes Amazon. Let's see if it could break above that 1020 right here.
$15 full speed. Contract, 57 contract, currently at $13.96. That's RMBS.
There goes Amazon once again, guys. Disney's pulling back, though, a little bit. I'm going to make a decision on Disney by the end of today, probably by noon today. Amazon, I want to put in this order, but I want to get at least $2 for it. So it's at $1.70 right now, the Amazon. So if I want, I could just put in here net credit and put in 2.00. I'm happy with that. If it fills, I could just submit that order, and place trade. And if it gets up to $2 by today, that'll sell for me, and I don't have to do anything. If not, then I'm going to have to readjust that trade and see what I want to do with it. Before now, it's creeping higher. It's at $1.70. 30 more cents. If that could get back up to 19.17, that'll definitely fill then for $2 a contract. So we'll keep an eye on that. You guys could see how that works. And these are quick trades you can make as well if you wanted to enter into a regular call, as this is breaking out here above the 10 and 20. I'm just really pleased that we locked in $4,000 in profits today in the E-Trade. Almost 4,000, 3,281.83, and then plus what we have on. I'm still holding that RRL, yeah. Down 39% on SDC, but that goes into their earnings. That's why we got the February 21st. So I'm happy with that.
NYSC, my size, seeing volume coming in. Michael Yankee, Sandy.
Pinterest just announced a deal as well. I remember Paula was talking about that yesterday. Let me look at the chart above here. Pinterest is up 4 cents today. I like that chart. I want to see that Amazon get back up to 19, 17, 50, so that spread fills. If that spread fills, I should have another quick $1,000 profit on that Amazon spread. Let me take a look at J&J above here. Looks like we could do J&J for a quick swing trade up to, 147.50, 148. Because that was a nice upgrade. They raised, so today J&J, Johnson & Johnson, got upgraded to outperform, and they raised the price target to 165. So the stock's at 145 right now. So I was thinking about do I want to do a short-term swing trade on this, or do I want to do something a little bit further out and reach for that 165 target and hopefully have a 200, 300% profit on either a call or an OTM out of the money spread that we could do for, something like 6 months out. But I've told you guys, I'm not a big fan of holding long term. There goes Amazon breaking the 1020. Let's see if we could get that confirmation candle. J&J, they have earnings on the 22nd. So if it were J&J, I would look at the February 21st. I'd get a basic call. These are actually relatively cheap. Look at the open interest on J&J for the February 21st expo. I like this a lot here, especially if that got back up to that, 148. That's a $3 climb. Let's add the delta on here so we could see what that. We'll add the delta and theta time decay. All right, so if this moves up $3, if we got the 145 ATM strike, it's going to increase by about 54 cents. So 3, multiply that by 0.544, that would increase by about $1.63. It's at 370. Now let's take a look at the 150. If we picked up the 150 and that climbed by $3, 3, multiply that by a delta of 0.297. So this would increase by about 89 cents. So that's a nice little run there. The theta is only 3 cents a day. That's not bad. I would probably go with the 150 strike. And that also goes into their earnings. Because I think there's a good chance we could get up to 148 prior to earnings. And then 148, let's see what the implied move is. So the implied move from now until February 21st is 4.60.
ERO resumes trading after a circuit breaker halt.
So as you can see right here, implied move for the month from
Trump tweeting now, stock market at all-time high.
Trump tweeting, stock market at all-time highs.
90% up, only 50% up. What are you doing wrong?
He's basically patting himself on the back, saying he must be doing something right there. Alrighty, so 4.6%. So if it's at 145.35 right now, 145.35, multiply that by 0.046, and that's a move up or down of 6.69. So 6.69 plus 145.35, that would bring you up to around 152.04. So this is how you analyze if a trade sounds like a good idea or not. So we're looking at the February 150. It's going for about $1.40. If we bought into it, it could be worth about $2.40 if it reaches that 4.6 monthly move and heads higher. You know, and then you could decide if that's, let's see, what did we just say that would be worth? So 2.04, divide that by 1.38. So you'd be looking at around a 48% gain if you made this trade. And that's the beauty of knowing this stuff before you're entering into this trade. You're knowing if you enter into the J&J trade, you know, and you have that 4.6% implied move from now until February 21st, that's going to give you an up or down of about $6.69. So if it just got upgraded, they're bullish on it. You know, we could do something to the upside with the calls. Like I said, either 145 strike or the 150. We're going over the 150 right now. And, you know, if we pick that up for $1.38 and we sold it for $2.04, had that move, you're looking for about a 48% gain. So when you do that, now before you even enter into that trade, you're putting J&J on your notepad here, and you're saying your target profit, you know, maybe do 30 to 50%. You're looking for a 30 to 50% profit on that trade within the next month here. You know, and you're following your trade plan. So if I made that trade, that's what I do. I put it on the notepad here. I follow our trade plan. I know exactly what to look for, the entries and the exit signals, and you obviously follow the market. And once we hit our target profit, you're out of those trades. Just like we exited out of those trades we made yesterday. Yesterday we made, 3 or 4 trades on the live video and in the trade room, and then we ended up selling, taking profits today. Quick overnight trade, did what we wanted to do. We locked in profits and locked in about $3,300 in profits in this account already. So here's the chart I was going over with you guys. The 145 or the 150, it has a delta now of 0.304. Okay, so if it has that move and gets back up, let's put J&J over here so you guys could see the screen now. Let's look at the 3-month daily. So if we got back up to that 147.50 to 148 target, that's about a $3 climb from where we're at right now. So a delta $3 climb, multiply that by 0.307. That's a climb of 92 cents for this option. So 92 cents, 0.92 plus the theoretical, what you could get it for now, 1.44. So this would be worth $2.36. So if it gets up to $2.36 by reaching that target resistance at 148, then you're looking here, you paid 144. So 236, divide that by 1.44, and you're looking at about a 64% gain on this trade. And the reason why Johnson & Johnson is climbing really nicely right now. If you look at the 1 minute, it just had the 1020 cross and went from about 145.30 all the way up to 145.70 really quick. So quick 40-cent climb there in 4 minutes. So as you can see, that's why we're going over the upgrades, downgrades. Johnson & Johnson 165 target. If we want to do something like this, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump in. I'll get the calls. I'll get the February 21st. I'll get the 150 strike. And I'll put in an order for 145. 10 contracts are going to cost $1,450. I'll increase that to 20 contracts, and we'll place this order now. Alrighty, that just filled. We're in at $1.45. Let me share that trade.
President Trump tweeting now, U.S. Canada death rate, lowest in recorded history. A lot of good news. coming out of this administration.
Trump is still tweeting.
MLNX, Mellanox Technologies, January 2022, $130 call. That's Michael Lima November X-ray. Wire D, you're in digital halted on a circuit breaker, Yankee Romeo Delta, on a spike in volume, that's YRD. GRUB, Grubhub, deal reporter says Walmart may be vying for Grubhub, that's GRUB.
Guys, you hear that? Walmart may be looking to buy Grubhub. Take a look at Grub chart quick. I just sent the trade in the trade room that we just made. Grub is getting a climb here, guys. Going to jump in Grub right now. All right, I made a $1,000 trade in Sophie's account on Grub. 5 contracts, Grub, January 17, 2020, 55 strike call at 205. $1,000 trade, small trade on that. I like that news. There goes Grub. Guys, as that gets leaked to the media, that's probably going to climb a few percent, I bet. That could be a quick runner. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There goes Grub, guys. We just got in Grub. That Amazon trade still is not filling. We put in that limit order for $2 a contract, but it's not filling. Let's see what J&J is doing here. We just made that trade on J&J. Oh, that's looking great. Still in breakout momentum. That just got upgraded. Very good. Now we just got to let the market do its thing. We're only a half hour into the trading day. Seems like we got so much stuff done already. Paula, are you still in the Pinterest? Grubhub looks like it wants to get to 60. If it could get to 60, that's where I'd probably take profits at. Still holding above that 10. There goes J&J. Looking good. Paula, I see that on the chart there. You don't think it's going to continue to break out here? Nice, Paula. Nice job. Once things get settled here, around 10:30, we're going to go over the upgrades and downgrades that are on this screen right here. Because I want to find some good swing trades for us to enter now that we sold a lot of our positions. I just want to get rid of Johnson & Johnson still breaking out. You guys got into that? That's looking really good there. And that was also upgraded. And they have a price target of 165 on Johnson & Johnson now. I gotta sell this Amazon spread. But the longer I wait till the end of the day, the better off I'll be. But it's entering into BDM right now, so really don't feel like holding on to it. I mean, it's still fine. It's still well above 1900. Looks like the markets are slowing down a little bit. Alright, I think I'm going to put in an order for the Amazon trade here for $1.50. We paid $1.27. That's only an 18% gain, 18.1% gain, but you know what? I'd rather lock in the profit. I just placed that order. We'll see if it fills. Our Johnson & Johnson trade's doing really well. Our new trade we just made live on camera keeps fluctuating here. She's still climbing. Nice breakout there on Johnson & Johnson. Amazon should be getting filled soon. If that could break that 20, that's going to get filled. Johnson & Johnson is breaking out, guys. Here's the trade we made on Johnson & Johnson. We're already up 7%, continuing to climb here. We're up $400 on this trade we just made. And this could be a quick day trade, you know. We made back our loss from the past few days. We're back up to above where we were. And that's just the type of discipline we need. We had on some good hedges. There we go, guys. The Amazon trade just sold. Amazon was just executed. Here is the order. Amazon 1897 net credit completed. Now, I have a NVIDIA trade in the other account for the 17th Expo. NVIDIA had a nice climb today. Nice climb. Let me see what I have in that account. That's Sophie's.
Saudi Arabia renews call for restraint after Iranian missile attacks in Iraq. That from Saudi State TV. Senate Republican leader McConnell says Senate will move forward with the business of the people next week unless it receives impeachment articles from the House.
NVIDIA, the 240 strike call for February 21st Expo. That's what I have in Sophie's account. That's up 9% right now. I'll hold that. Grub's a mover here. We'll keep an eye on that. That looks good, though, for the January 17th. There's no doubt that should continue to climb. 60 and 65 are going to be the targets for the January 17th Expo. Keep that in mind. Yeah, Grub should be fine, guys. You know, this is one you just got to be disciplined with. It's a volatile stock. You know, you probably got someone making. Let me put the.
Coffee, January 45, full activity.
You know, you got a lot of buyers coming in buying shares, so they could just be taking a quick profit. They could be day trading. They could be scalping any of the news. So This is one you don't want to look at a minute-by-minute chart for grub. You know, you're going to drive yourself crazy. The only thing you want to be looking at it today, 1 minute chart for, is day trades. 3-month daily, this looks great. It's not below the previous body's candle, right? That's our trade plan. If it was below the previous body's candle, that's a sign that I would sell. Here's consolidation. It broke consolidation. It's just starting the breakout momentum phase again. Here's breakout momentum phase, and then we had consolidation. Now here's the next breakout momentum phase. So we have the January 17th. Just keep the targets in mind. 60 to 65 target. Johnson & Johnson continuing to climb. Look at how Johnson & Johnson here. It's climbing. It's consolidating back down to that 10 SMA. It's breaking out again. Here's 3 candles of consolidation. And then once it breaks above that consolidation box, that's when we have the next breakout momentum phase. Breakout momentum came back down to that 10. Now here's the next breakout momentum. Now you're going to look to see if it breaks that resistance from the previous climb here, the previous wave higher. If it doesn't break that 145.94, then that's a good chance that it might retrace and break below that 10. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. But that's what you're looking for. And as a trader, you know the trade plan, you're disciplined, and you keep emotions out of trading. You know, you guys wonder how I do it. It's just, you know, you just got to be focused, disciplined, know what you're looking for. Apple sales were out. Apple had incredible, they said they had an incredible shopping holiday for Apple. So Apple's climbing off that news. AMD's hitting $50 a share. Paula's probably still in AMD, aren't you? I wouldn't add to anything in this market condition. When you want to add, I like to wait a few days, get that confirmation. Now, if Grub has another green candle tomorrow, then I might add to it. Or I might turn that call into a spread and further reduce my risk. There's so many things you could do. J&J's looking great, continuing to climb off that 10 SMA, which is acting as support. Looking good. Qualcomm is looking really great here too. Let's take a look at Qualcomm quick. And guys, what I want to do with you guys, that's why we got the whole new setup we have. Every day we're going to go over our current trades and how we're growing our account. Okay, so we're getting all that set up. You know, I want you guys to see a step-by-step process, how we're using our trade plan, how we're growing it, and how discipline, emotions play a huge role and how you have to control those. Johnson & Johnson still holding above that 10. Amazon's just getting that 1020 cross here. Let's see if Amazon could get that first candle now above that 50. If it can, I might day trade Amazon here for a little bit, maybe up to 1918. There you go. There's that big candle on Amazon. Yeah, Susan, I remember AMD at $18 a share. It's an amazing run it had. Guys, Amazon's looking good for a day trade. Look at that breakout there. Something like January 10th. Wow, they're quite expensive, but that's not too bad. It just had a $20 move today. I'll wait off on that a little bit. Take a look at J&J, guys. J&J. That was just at the high here. Let's see, any news out? NVIDIA optional or June 19, 285 calls. Facebook call sweep coming in. Apple call sweeps coming in.
Coming up at 10:30, a draw of 53 BCF expected. natural gas storage.
Alrighty, guys. So now what we could do, J&J is getting a climb there. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes now. You can ask some questions in the trade room. I had a little bit too much water this morning. I'm going to go use the restroom quick. I'll be back in 2 minutes. It's right here. And then we're going to be going over the upgrades and downgrades. I want to go over these and search, see if there's anything within our trade plan that we can make some trades off of. Guys, any questions, please ask in the trade room at santarelliexchange.com. Be back in 2 minutes.
TRIL, Trillium Therapeutics, spiking to the high, $2.50. Shares up 61% now on TRIL.
Nice climb on Johnson & Johnson there. Space is taking off there, Jay. Let me put that on the background here. CNBC.
In terms of development of these spaceships and also these future.
I mean, Boeing is just, obviously an amazing company. They made a $20 million investment that was sort of coincident with our public offering, or our closing of our public listing. And so, they have got amazing capabilities in hypersonic technology. So how do you actually build these vehicles? Something that can start off on a runway at like zero knots, 0 miles per hour, take that all the way up to a Mach.
Wow, look at space taking off there, guys. Look at that climb. Wow.
How that will evolve and what vehicles we could build.
So you announced this production milestone today. Still targeting service, first commercial service, mid-2020. Is that still the plan?
So our plan is to, take each step as it comes. We want to be very, safe and progress, but, we're making good progress. Obviously, our number one priority this year is to fly Richard Branson to space.
Look, so they're talking about space now, Virgin Galactic Holdings, SPCE, and that stock is rocketing higher.
Great year.
Okay. What are the key pieces that have to go?
Johnson & Johnson's at the day's highs right here, still continuing to climb.
Spaceship Unity, which is the spaceship that's already been to space, down to Spaceport America. So we'll move it down pretty soon. And then we'll do a series of test flights. We'll be looking at systems performance, getting the pilots acclimatized to flying out of New Mexico rather than California. We'll also be doing testing of the cabin itself to make sure that the customer experience is really as perfect as we like to be. When all that is done, when we feel really good about it, then we'll say, Richard, let's go, and he will fly, and then we'll see how that goes, and at that point, we will be in a position where we can start thinking about how
1.5 hours for $250,000. That's unbelievable.
Express interest. What does that interest continue to look like since the company's gone public?
Well, as you know, we're sort of in a pause of sales because we've got these 600 people and we really want to take good care of them. But what's exciting and sort of great for the company is that number of people who've expressed, I'd like to fly with you, keeps ticking up, by
They just made $150 million just from that 600 people.
I think that's a good sign.
Still continuing to climb up, 800 for the day now on SPCE trade that we have.
Later on in the year, we'll reopen those sales.
And I realize this is a little further out perhaps, but I wonder just how you are assessing the competitive landscape, whether it's Blue Origin when they start offering
Up 900 now for the day.
or even SpaceX, Elon Musk SpaceX, who's developing that Starship system that is also potentially in coming years could be doing point-to-point travel.
Yeah, what I like to say is I really think that
This is going to be one of those stocks that are going to be a $150 stock 5 years down the road.
SpaceX and
That's my personal opinion.
Boeing's got their Starliner vehicle that just flew. That's going to be a different kind of thing than what we're doing, right? Those seats will be in the tens of millions of dollars, which is fantastic, but it's sort of...
Let me check out the live Facebook here. James Ellison said, Dave, did you sell V? Yes, we sold V. Actually, let's take a look at what we sold and what we did.
Supply-constrained market for the near term, because no matter how much we fly, there's going to be way more people that are going to want to fly into space than we can provide seats for, at least for the next several years.
It's amazing to hear you say that. I never totally wrap my head around it. It's fascinating.
Now, we'll look forward to flying you someday.
Yes, please.
First journalist in space, something.
Look at space continue to run there. What a climb.
Thanks for joining us today, CEO of Virgin Galactic. David, I'll send it back over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Morgan. Announcement and update.
We're now up over $1,100, $1,200 on space, $1,300 on space.
David, here's what's happening at this hour.
Wow.
Vice President Pence speaking out about the tensions between the United States and Iran. In an interview on the Today Show,
44
he praised
BCF on
President
natural
Trump's
gas
leadership in
storage.
dealing with Tehran.
Versus the 53.
The Iranians always knew we had the ability to use military force, but what they know now, thanks to the president's decisive leadership, is that we have a commander-in-chief who has the will to use military force. We hope that has restored deterrence.
Former Secretary of State John Kerry, who helped negotiate the Iran nuclear deal, telling voters in Iowa the developments in Iran show that former Vice President Biden is much more qualified than President Trump to handle foreign policy and national security.
He is completely committed to the notion that before you send American troops into harm's way, before you ask families to risk the lives of their loved
Okay, here's what we did today, guys.
everybody in the world to exhaust the
We have a profit.
Genetic technology.
This is today, what we locked in today, realized.
Downtown to you.
All right, Sue, thank you very much. Let's get a check on the markets this morning. Obviously,
So take a look here. So first off, our Amazon spread. That's the first majority of this. We sold the Amazon spread for a nice profit. We bought in for $1.27 and we ended up selling for whatever it comes out to here. I'm not going to analyze that right now. Don't have time. Baidu trade, there we go, $2,000 profit on the Baidu trade. We got in at 806. We sold at 1080, 10.8. Divide that by 8.06. That was a 34% gain on Baidu. I hate this mouse here. Actually, I think I could do it up here. Let's see. That's a 34% gain. The Facebook trade, 8.17. Divide that by 7.6. That's a 7.5% gain. Next one, Microsoft. 4.97. Divide that by 3.7. That's a 35% gain. And that made us $630. That was a nice quick profit there on Microsoft. Qualcomm, we sold for 5.4 and we were in for 4.57. That was an 18.16. Our Visa trade, 3.85, divide that by 3.4. That was a 13% gain. Now the Amazon trade, let me see what we sold that for. I'm gonna have to calculate all that. I think we sold it at we sold it at 1.5. 1.5, divide that by 1.27. We made an 18.11% gain on Amazon. So that was, all this was the Amazon spread that you see here. This was all a single trade that was an Amazon spread that resulted in an 18.11% gain. And then everything else here you could see we locked in for a nice profit. And that's the beauty and the importance of locking in trades. You know, I mean, how much was it today? $3,600 in profits right here. You know, that may not be a lot, but it's profits and it's a great day here. And that's with our hedge.
See a nice rally in place down to 150.
It's just more of a mismatch of assets for us. So we have plenty of natural gas, we have plenty of oil, but at this point, we just don't use it the same way. So we're going to be dependent on others for a while.
PIXY,
it's more efficient to be dependent on others back and forth.
PIXY.
But if you actually want to draw borders around the United States and say,
Alrighty, now let's go over the
stock
Sanders has also been getting hit as a matter
Let's go over the upgrades, downgrades, and see what we could find out with that.
Is that your expectation this year, given your
Let me shut off CNBC in the background there if that's too loud for you guys.
It has been for the last 6-7 years. There's a very particular reason for that. Oil prices, if you look at that,
475 now.
7 years, they've really gone.
J&J continuing to climb here, guys. It's at $1.60 right now. We paid $1.45. It's a quick 10% gain.
So when oil prices get stuck in ranges like we are now, this whole 50 to 60, what you see is multiple compression on your PE from energy.
Alrighty, so Goldman Sachs, I'm going to take a look at it and see if we're going to go over the upgrades, downgrades. If I see something I like, I'll let you guys know. Goldman Sachs has a 290 target. This would have to be a longer term trade idea. So here is Goldman Sachs here. They just got upgraded. Their target was raised to 290. It's at 241.48. So if we do something with Goldman Sachs, I'm going to want something longer term. Maybe something like the March 20th Expo. And if we take a look here, the 240, that's actually really cheap, guys. Really cheap here. That's a nice trade to enter. The 240, even the 245 strike call. The 245 strike looking good. More interest in volume on the 240s. So that's a nice one right there, guys, to go over. Our Johnson & Johnson trade is rocketing higher here, guys. Are you guys still in J&J? I don't know why the trade room kicks me out like that. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do trade ideas now based off the upgrades and downgrades, and then I'm going to send those trade ideas out to you guys as members. Eric, are you having a better day today? Rub's on the move. That's nice. Nice climb there. Okay, next one. Chipotle. That was upgraded. And they have a... They didn't give a target for Chipotle. Well, it's looking like a nice run's coming. I'm going to stay away from Chipotle. Johnson & Johnson, we made our trade on J&J. I like that trade. It looks great. It's continuing to climb right now. We're already up quite a bit on that trade.
29 now. That's PIXY.
You don't have to do that, Eric. There's nothing to call out there. Absolutely nothing. RCL. Royal Caribbean. That could get back up to 135. Not a fan of it, though. A lot more people definitely are taking cruises, though. Right now, it's basically has some resistance. So RCL resistance at 135.75. If it breaks that resistance, I would look for a trade on that. Let's take a look at the option chain.
NAKD, naked grants popping here to the high.
I don't know what happened here with E-Trade. It just froze up. There we go. So if we looked at this, RCL, they have a $160 target. I would do something longer term going into the summer months. I had a $20 climb just from the past 2 months. So June 19th. How about the March 20th? Looking for something with a little bit more. That's not bad. Basically trading ATM. J&J's dropping there. Still got a 5% gain on it. I like the 125 to 135, but not much open interest, not much volume. I like the 130s though. The 135. That's not bad. The 135 call for March 20th at 5.53. Next one, XEC. Oh, this one's looking really great here. Take a look at the 6-month daily here, even the 1 year. So XEC, they have a target of 70. That's following our trade plan. It just came back to that 10 right now. If we zoom in, that's looking really good. Let's take a look at the calendar. See if anything's going on with that. I like our execution today, what we're doing. First, our trades. Then we're going over upgrades, downgrades, looking for trade ideas. I think today was a nice schedule, I guess we could say. Let's see, February 18th. Are their earnings. So if they have a $70 price target, I might go out one further month with XEC just to be on the safe side. And that's going to further reduce risk greatly. Going with the March 20th. I like the look of that XEC, especially when you look out a little bit further. I'm looking at XEC. I was thinking about doing a paycheck trade, but with the January 15, 2021 Expo. Over a year until expiration, you get the 50 or the 55 strike call. If we get up to 70, which is just right here, our next resistance area, if we get up to 70, this is already making 100% return. And I could see this getting up to 70 within the next couple of months, within the next 2 months. And then if we continue to climb and get up to $100 a share, this would be significant profits here. That'd be over a 500% return. So I'm debating, do I want to go with that March 20th Expo for a shorter term trade, or just park 10 grand in this trade, 5 grand in this trade for the January 15th and say, hey, once we get 100% return on this, let's take the profits and exit. All right, so that's that. Now let's look at the next one here. ENLV. This one just came up as a initiation, I think. Yeah, this is a first-time initiation on ENLV. So we're going to be writing this down and seeing what our opinion is on this. I can already tell I don't like it. Trading within the NTZ, not doing anything. If it broke above $9, I would look to enter. So if ENLV, you could set a target right on here. You could just go here, tools, alerts, and you could just put in a target right here. For example, ENLV, you could click right here, price greater than 9.00, take off the less than, we don't need that. And alert window note, and we could put breaking out of consolidation. And then when you get that note, you know, hey, it just broke out of consolidation. Here's a possible entry up to the next resistance at 1050. So then you just create, okay, and there you go. Now your alert's sent. And it'll send you an alert right on your cell phone once that happens, which is really nice. Zamboni says, take a look at XLNX. XLNX is looking great, Zamboni. Still looking great. 108 to 110 is the target on XLNX. We went over that in one of these videos, didn't we? Feels like deja vu, XLNX, looking at this chart. I think I went, didn't we go over this a couple of days ago? Thank you, Efron. I seen that a little bit late. Guys, if you like today's format, how we're doing everything with the top upgrades, downgrades, and how we went over our current trades, how we locked them in, how we're looking for new trade ideas now. If you like today's setup, this is really important, because if you like today's setup, give this video a thumbs up. That way I could tailor the videos to this type of, top upgrades, top stocks to watch, and so forth and so, on. Yeah, you mentioned it last week. I remember us taking a look at it. But guys, if you like the way we're doing this, and then we could end up putting our this is old. I have to change this, but I will get back to this. Here was our trade ideas from the other day here. So if you guys like this format, how we're doing things now, we're on a roll. We just got the new office. We're just getting things set up properly. We just locked in $3,600 in profits on the E-Trade account today. Our J&J trade that we made today is looking good. Smile Direct Club not so well today. Still confident with that, though, with the February 21st Expo. Excuse me, guys. What do you guys think, though, of these live videos, how we did it today? I'd like to know, especially from you guys in the trade room. Now, see, to do these upgrades and downgrades, though, I had to come in extra early today. I left the house around 7. I had to stop somewhere, and then I came in, did the upgrades and downgrades, but that's nice. We could take a look at it. Look at the option alert here coming in on PayPal. PayPal Holdings option alert, January 2021, 150 calls. They picked up 1,000 at $2.88 contract, so $288,000 trade. Apple put sweeps coming in. Zamboni, this is still looking good. See, J&J had a nice retracement here, but we're still up 3% on the J&J trade. Let me just share with you guys. Oh, I really want to hold this. Okay, let me show you now. See that big retracement on J&J, and we still have a $100 profit on that, still up 3.5%. So even with that big retracement there, still look good. Zamboni, your XLNX is looking great. Ganji, I need you to message me immediately on Facebook. Yeah, Vinny, Disney held me back too. Disney trade down 57%. January 17th Expo. We're going to be taking a look at that a little bit later, seeing what we want to do with that. Paula says Chewy, CHWY. Wow, 6% climb today, looking good. That's looking like a nice potential climb up to 35 again. Look at them buying the February 21st 220 strike calls for Facebook. Facebook's breaking out once again here. You know what? I think I'm going to enter into another Facebook trade a little bit further out. Maybe I'll get the February 21st Expo as well. I'm going to pick up the 220 strike call for the February 21st. Five contracts are going to cost about, what, 3,500, 4,000? Let's see, 7.8. Let's see, 7.65. Let's see if that'll fill. No, that did not fill. Let me do it 7.7. She's still continuing to break out there. 7.75. Just want to get in it there. There we go, guys. So I just made a trade. It's a $4,000 trade on Facebook. I got the February 21st 220 strike call. 5 contracts. Average price paid $7.75 a contract. And that's about a $3,900 trade. That's going into earnings. Facebook target's going to be about, I'd say 230 to 250 on a good earnings report from Facebook. My allergies are bothering me today. Marco Rossi said, "Great day, Dave. Thanks for the amazing video and trade ideas." Thank you, Marco. I appreciate that. When you guys give me positivity, it makes me feel better as well. You know, I'm human just like you guys. I love to hear positivity. Alrighty. Marco, what did you love about today so I know and I could, you know, focus in on things like that? Umar did something to the contrast on the video, and I hate how dark it looks now. I gotta find out how the heck to get that back. Thank you, Marco. We'll continue to do that. And don't forget about the great trades we locked in. I'm talking to the guys in the live trade room at the SantaRellyExchange.com, if you guys are wondering what I'm doing. Smile Direct just got its 1020 cross for the day on a today 1 minute chart. Debating if I want to lock in Space or not. Space, we got the April 17th. And it actually looks really good here. Looks like it's ready to climb again. We have our target. Remember, we made our targets here. Space is continuing to make that climb. That's still in breakout momentum, you guys know that. Our J&J trade is still green right now, even after that drop. That's funny. Alrighty, guys. It's after 11. I'm going to go send out these trade ideas on the website now. Umar's off today. He's got school. He's in engineering school right down the road right here. So I'm going to go get these things set up, and I will see you guys in the trade room. Great day today, guys. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to join us, go to www.thesantarellyexchange.com. Sign up there. Or if you guys want to try our new site out, go to breakingchartalerts.com. And for TSE members, and for those of you that have been following us for a while, you could use promo code LOYAL, all capital letters, and that'll give you 30% off, grandfathered in for life off any of the services. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to get out and get these set up and sent out to you guys, to our members on the website, and I will see you guys in the trade room. God bless, guys. We locked in $3,600 in profits today in the E-Trade. Really great day. Looking forward to it. We locked in. We got about Quite a bit of cash on the sidelines here. Just entered into the Facebook trade for the February 21st Expo. The February 21st 220 strike call. Got about a $4,000 trade in that. We picked up today Johnson & Johnson, the 150 strike calls for the February 21st Expo. As I said yesterday in the video, I want to start transitioning into the February monthly expos now, give things a little bit more time, and also go into earnings season. And Smile Direct Club's down today. We're down about 42% on that. It's starting to climb off the day's lows right now. 1020 cross breaking out. Keep an eye on that. That's for the February 21st Expo as well. Our Disney trade, January 17th, 148 calls down about 58%. Not looking good on that trade there. I'm thinking about possibly exiting that today. That's one of our first losing trades in quite a bit here. Space trade's doing phenomenal today, up $1,200 on space. We have the April 17th $12.50 strike calls, larger trade. And then our diamond and spy puts we got as a hedge. They're down 4, 5, 6, 7. They're down $700 today. Probably going to end up closing those out. See how the end of the day goes. Anything can happen tomorrow. But really great day. We hedged well. The account's back up nicely. And we'll take it from there, guys. We're going to be looking for some more good swing trade setups, and earnings season's coming up. We just got a lot of price targets that were raised and some initiations that came out. Going to be sending those out now. And I will see you guys in the trade room. Any questions, please go to the chat room, the trade room on the websites, and I'll be happy to help you. Take care, guys. We're waiting for the Google Android app to finish. We should have that by tomorrow. Tomorrow, our app should be available on Google Android App Store. So, looking forward to that. Take care, guys. See you later, and I'll see you in the trade room. God bless, guys.